What's going on? Alright, guys. This is for the 1 billion tap of OMNY. MTA workers. There's all the MTA workers that are here for the 1 billion tap. Here in MTA. Around Roosevelt Avenue station. I want everybody to check that out. That's the president of MTA, the gentleman that's right there. The 1 billion tap here in MTA. Having a good time here, guys. Let's go, let's go.
A little bit of pressure. We'd like to invite up our president, CEO, General Leader.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you just saw, make your way to the Delancey Essex station because briefly Bowen is performing there, right? So we got so many amazing performers, part of the dynamism of our MTA system. We bless you, we appreciate you. You create the enthusiasm that is part of New York. We love it. We're going to continue to celebrate. We're here to celebrate the 1 billionth OMNY customer.
1 billion, guys.
In a couple minutes, we're going to invite the 1 billionth customer on. I just want to take a moment and celebrate the amazing success of this program. Listen, New Yorkers and tourists and visitors, everybody is moving to OMNY. We've had taps at all 472 subway stations, 235 bus routes, including express bus routes. People are using OMNY across the system. Talk about an endorsement for something the MTA is doing. People are voting with their taps. Nearly half of all subway riders now use OMNY. And that's 2 million customers every weekday. 2 million. when you hear about people arguing about people want to drive into the city, we understand that, we got to get through it, but we're talking about millions and billions, not a couple of thousand people. This is where New York is at. It's in the
right.
subways, it's on the buses. And what better place to celebrate the volume of people who use New York City Transit than at 74th and Roosevelt. We got multiple subway lines, we have connections to buses, we have a truly transit-oriented community all around us. This is to celebrate the place we wanted to celebrate this incredible milestone.
Exactly.
We're processing payments from 190, all 195 countries where they issue bank cards. One of those bank cards from those countries have been used in the New York City subway system to make a tap. That's an amazing sign of how widely this is being used by our tourists across the system. Listen, from day one, the goal of the OMNY project was to provide riders with a faster and easier way to pay the fare, and that's what's being accomplished. I need to shout out folks who have been involved in this for many years. Al Petray, who started the OMNY program many years ago. Wayne Lyden, who followed him. Those guys have both retired, but they left an incredible team in charge. Amy Linden. You all don't know these names, but these are people who have devoted their lives to creating this transformation program. Allison Serrano, who oversees it, is the role as the Deputy Chief Operating Officer of MTA. And now we have a team led by construction development, James Roy Springer, and Tim Kaiser, that is going to bring it to the finish line. Did anybody notice that while we were all suffering the pandemic, and a lot of us were staying away from jobs and travel and public space, every turnstile in the subway system and every bus in the system got those OMNY validated, incredible accomplishment. It's made it possible for OMNY to grow. So those are just a few of the people who have made it possible for us to hit this 1 million customer milestone. We want to acknowledge the folks, the contractor in Cubic, who's also participated fully, then went through a lot of software. We are in partnership with them. And I need to throw it back to Chief Customer Officer Shanifa Riara. Does anyone notice that this lady, Shanifa Riara, she came to the MTA, she's a senior advisor, she's a distinguished communications professional, but I asked her to run the customer service operation, and boy, is she doing it. So thank you, Shanifa. Back to you. Thank you to our customers for making it possible for us to make this incredible transition to OMNY so people can get free rides when they tap. Don't forget to tell everybody that. You tap, you have an opportunity to get free rides. Please encourage people to continue tapping. Back to you, Shanifa.
This is all happening at Jackson Heights, Queens, guys. The neighborhood I was born and raised.
As the chairman has mentioned,
Amazing to
it's
see
so
this.
gratifying to hear it and see how the work is happening. We are thrilled that so many of us riders everywhere are able to experience the simplicity of just tapping and going. And that was the objective of making it easy and possible. We want to make sure that our riders have a flexible choice of when, where, and how they can pay to enter our system, whether it's through the form of a credit card, a debit card, a smartphone, a smart device, a watch, or an OMNY card, which is available in our stores, in many stores. OMNY is for everyone, and last year we had the amazing opportunity through the leadership of Kumar Arroyo and our accessibility team to expanding that to our reduced fare customers. So we look forward in the fall to installing OMNY machines in our system, again, creating another opportunity for our customers to get on board with the OMNY. So contactless payment is the future, and we are thrilled to bring this to New Yorkers. As our colleagues at New York City Transit, Rich Navy said, that customer service is the North Star, and we are determined to make that happen and create a 21st century transit system that our riders deserve. So with that, I will turn it over to our host and amazing Assemblywoman Catalina Cruz.
And thank you for what you managed to do for our MTA. Can we just give another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? these performers at the stations, and sometimes it's the, Showtime guys, but it's something so New York about it. And so I love, Chairman, that you brought New York, this flavor, to our station to celebrate, because it is quite a celebration. I get the honor of representing this neighborhood. I am Assemblymember Catalina Cruz. I live literally 2 blocks from here. And so for me to have this celebration in our backyard, it means a lot. Because this was the train station that connected many of our first responders, our frontline workers, the people who needed to get to work during the pandemic. And when you're trying to figure out how to stay healthy, yes, you have the gloves, but what an easier way than just to tap a card and continue to go. And to have this system started during that process, it was, I don't think they had planned it out that way, but it worked out. And it worked out because it helped more people feel safer when they were using the train. More people feel like their health wasn't going to be at risk. And they had to get to work. We had to get to work. And what I would love to see as the next iteration of this process is that we continue to work together to get more people to feel like the train belonged to them. Yes, we saw a dip in ridership. It was the pandemic, many things happened, but just like we did with OMNY, of working to make sure people knew that you had a choice. I love that you said that, because in a community like this, you have people who, frankly, cannot get a credit card. So OMNY wouldn't work for them. But then you have people who do have a credit card and want to use the credit card, or who have a credit card but prefer to actually go get the card. And a choice is what we want to give our riders. And what we now want to do is increase that ridership. Because yes, it wouldn't be me if I didn't say I'm not thrilled with the increase in fares. But how do we expect to not increase the fares if we don't have an increase in ridership? And so I want to encourage people to ride the trains, to ride the buses, to come to New York, and instead of getting in an Uber, you could walk too, I love walking in New York, but ride our mass transit. Let's get it back to the levels that it was pre-pandemic, so that we don't have to have those increases, so that we can rely on ridership to maintain our trains. And I also want to thank you, and I was talking to Danny earlier, I have an idea. Perhaps we could create an app next, because I had a customer tell me, sometimes I have to log on to see what my balance is. So perhaps your tech, the people who are way smarter in technology than I am, could create an app, because we want to continue to make things very easy for people. And I do want to, the last thing I want to say is, your team, since you've come in, has been fantastic at working with our community and increasing that connection between the customer and the MTA. So let's continue to grow that. Let's make the MTA even better than it was before. Y tengo que hablar en español también porque estamos en una comunidad latina. Hoy celebramos un millón, because you don't say billón in Spanish, it's not actually a word, you say mil de millón. La persona número 1000 de millón que está utilizando el sistema OMNY. El sistema OMNY ha hecho que nosotros transitar sea mucho más fácil. Puede utilizar su tarjeta de crédito, puede utilizar la tarjeta OMNY, puede utilizar efectivo y comprar su pasaje en la máquina. Durante la pandemia se creó este sistema y fue casi casualidad, porque no creo que lo habían hecho pensando que iba a pasar una pandemia, y que hacerlo así sin tener que tocar dinero, sin poderlo hacer de una forma más segura, iba a ayudar a las personas a estar más seguras con su salud durante la pandemia. Ahora lo que le pido a la gente es que volvamos a los trenes, que volvamos a los buses, porque sí, no estoy muy feliz que se alce el pasaje, pero ¿cómo no alzamos el pasaje si la gente no se está montando en nuestro sistema? Entonces, incrementémoslo, ayúdenos ustedes, los pasajeros, a volver a nuestros trenes a lo que eran antes o hasta mucho mejor, y así poder ayudarlos a ustedes a que lleguen a su trabajo, a que lleguen a la escuela, a que podamos seguir viviendo de una forma más cómoda. Muchísimas gracias por todo el apoyo que le ha dado su equipo a nuestra comunidad, y vamos a seguir trabajando juntos. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Assemblymember. So now for the moment we have all been waiting for, and thanks to our 2 amazing data scientists. Come on up, data scientists. So our data scientist was out hanging around near the fair array, and there was a woman who just happened to show up today and became the 1-billionth OMNY tapper. So I would like to thank the data scientist for that. And I would like to invite our 1-billionth OMNY tapping customer, Candida Alfonso, please come on out.
Estoy usando la tarjeta OMNY desde el 2020. Trabajo en plan esencial para la salud, cuidando en su casa enfermo durante 10 años. Durante la pandemia, yo uso esa tarjeta para no poner mi mano en las máquinas y siempre estaba cerrado el establecimiento de comprar la tarjeta. Desde el 2020.
I'd like to say her name is Candida. She's a user as an essential worker. She first started using OMNY, and during precisely the same time as the pandemic, helping sick people from the pandemic. And as an essential worker, she needed to use from cash to OMNY precisely the same time in March. So this is her ride at Port Square. She comes to take the 7 line.
Thank you for what you do, and especially being an essential worker. So we at the MTA would like to present you with a small token of appreciation to commemorate you being the 1 billion tapper. Thank you.
So she's the 1 billionth person that used the OMNY guy. So OMNY is going to be the new card, and it's going to be awesome. I guess the Metro cards are going to be eliminated eventually, so we're all going to start using the OMNY, which is the new system here at the MTA. Yeah, so this is the person right here. Congratulations to her.
Okay, I just want to close by acknowledging the team that runs this station. Chris Coben, the supervisor of this station.
The homie Chris.
As you can
The homie Chris.
It's an incredibly busy station with all kinds of people going all kinds of directions with different needs. They think ahead about potential medical needs. They have water on hand for people who may be getting issues of hydration. This is a full service operation, so I want to acknowledge you and everybody at the MTA who works this station. I also got to say in closing that we are able to run this system because we have support from legislators like Catalina Cruz. The MTA was looking at a major deficit, billions of dollars of deficit. And unlike many other transit systems nationwide, our governor and our legislators stepped up right away. And that's why right now we're celebrating OMNY, and we're not talking about how the MTA is going to run out of money and have to raise fares $1 or $2. We had a small fare increase. The big picture is our deficits have been addressed. Thank you, Catalina. Okay, with that.
New York Noticias. Candida, felicidades. I have a question about the ad. I know you said before that there's an opportunity for riders to earn, an extra or free ride. But are there any other things that you guys are trying to think about when it comes to rewarding the riders are using the app?
Well, I think what riders really want is to get more for less, and that's why we're focused on what we call Lucky 13. If you use OMNY, you automatically get a free ride after 12 rides in a week, and we're seeing those numbers go up, up, up. That's designed, the Lucky 13, the free weekly, after you hit a certain number of rides, is designed for people who don't want to worry about, do I have to come out of pocket to buy a Metro card for a weekly or a monthly, to have put money in your pocket and calculate rides. Just tap, and you're going to get free rides. It's a huge benefit for essential workers, the most frequent users of our system. We love giving people free rides. Use OMNY, get free rides.
Anything else? Anybody else? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is amazing, guys. Great to see everybody over here, gathered here in the MTA. So guys, this is amazing. Congratulations to the lady. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.